What's up YouTube? Big D here, time to review The Blacklist, Season 2, Episode 2, titled Monarch Douglas Bank. This is a spoiler review. If you have not seen the episode, please go to www.nbc.com/theblacklist. And full episode should be there by tomorrow, so it should take me less than 2 minutes to tell you everything that happened, recap it, tell you my thoughts on it, and then right down to the full-on review, pros to cons. Thank you so much. And I just reviewed Gotham, Season 1, Episode 2, so go check that out if you're into DC. Anyway, first off, the bank gets robbed, the Monarch Bank. The criminals, and we find out that it wasn't a robbery, it was a kidnapping. Yes, it was. And it's in Poland, by the way, may I add. So, there's this goo that's kind of like jelly donut, and it's flammable. I thought that was pretty interesting. Red eats a donut, and he's talking to this old lady, and, listen, I've only seen 5 episodes of Season 1, and I jumped into Season 2 last week when Episode 1 premiered. So I'm new to The Blacklist. I'm not like, oh my god, I saw all of Season 1. I know I should. It's on Netflix. I only saw 5. So I don't know every single thing about The Blacklist, guys, but I love it so far. So Red eats a donut, and then they get the kidnapped girl, Keen, and Rustler, whatever. The guy attacks Keen, this other agent, and Jennifer tries to escape, which is Mary Louise Parker. That was a very intense scene because Berlin's looking for her through the house, and he's like, this ain't good for you, walking around the house, and he's like, she's trying to escape. So, I don't think you want Berlin to be looking for you in a house, a big house for that instance. That's scary. So the police are on the lookout, and they get Jennifer. Red wants to meet with Berlin. Now, this is the highlight of the whole show. That my favorite part of the whole show is when they meet, and it's like, you give me my wife, and I'll give you your money back. The way that Red talks? He's just calm. He's never, I want my wife back. He's just, or you could kill her, and you don't get your money back. That's risky. That's ballsy. Anyway, Red gives a duck to a kid. Thought that was pretty fun. And he gets his wife back. That's basically the episode, man. Monarch Bank. I mean, what do I think about this overall? What are my initial thoughts, pros to cons? First off, the cons. This episode is slow. Now, there are very intense scenes, but this is a slow episode. Nothing too much of a big deal. There are some scenes where it picks up, but there are some slow parts to it, some dry parts. Now, the first 30 minutes were kind of boring, to be honest. I mean, it was kind of like, oh my god, we're seeing Jennifer tied down, and then it's going to another thing, and then it went to another thing, and then it came back, and it was the same issue, and she stabbed this guy with a bone from, like, a pork chop or something into the guy's nose, and it's intense, really. But those are my cons. Now the pros, it's an intense show. You feel scared when Berlin's looking for Mary Louise Parker. You feel bad when that girl that they were helping, Keen, that girl who was part of the Monarch, that was shot in the stomach or whatever, you feel intense. It's intense for her. She's in pain, and you feel, if you have a heart. The meeting, I love the meeting. I think it's probably the top part of the whole episode, the main highlight, and it was enjoyable, that meeting, and like they say in the commercial, 20 years in the making. It pretty much was exciting overall. I love the ending. I just love the ending of this episode. It's really cool. The action, not an action-packed episode for what we had. When Keen got attacked, I was like, what? Wait, what's going on? And that was pretty crazy and pretty interesting. And Red and Berlin, them two together, like, on screen, you're like, wow. 2 great actors. Peter Stormare and James Spader. Wow. It's wow. They're amazing together. They should get married. Anyway, I'm going to give this episode an A- for the Monarch Douglas Bank. I enjoyed it. It was fun, interesting, yet it lacked some creativity at a point. Overall, some cliches, some I've seen before. Red, he's cool in it. I like Berlin. I like the meeting. I like how he got his wife back, but his wife didn't even talk to him. You know, kind of stuff where you're like, okay, they should have wrote it this way, or I could have wrote it this way. But overall, it's a fun episode, and some parts are a little dry, a little slow. It'll go by quick. Last week it went fast, like confusing. Okay, what's going on? Okay, they're jumping to this place. Let's go to the next, let's go to Africa. Boom, you're in Africa. But this time it actually showed and not just skipped. So that's what I like about this episode. Anyway, thanks so much. Hope you all enjoyed, and please hit that like button if you enjoyed the Blacklist tonight, and if you're ready for Red next week in that surgeon guy. It's all about to change, baby. It's all about to change. I'd appreciate it if you guys share this video. Thank you again so much. I'll see you next week for more of the Blacklist, and until next time, Spock be with you always. Thank you so much, and y'all have a great week. Mary Louise Parker, thank you for joining the show. I am ready for a whole season of just you weebs. Am I right? If you haven't seen that show.